I want to go straight into the Kanye West on Joe Rogan. Bro. Was it less than a week ago I just covered Kanye West's presidential election ad campaign? And Kanye West on Joe Rogan, brother. I gotta be honest. I had to light the blunt for this, but I got to be honest. I enjoyed it. I found it highly entertaining, but then at the same time, I found it very confusing. But then at times, I found it extremely able to consume and understand it. I know that just went all over the place, but it's like Joe would ask him a question, and then the question Joe would ask him, he'll answer like 8 other questions. It's the weirdest thing. And we're like, so Kanye, tell me about your political run. Then he'll start talking about the music business, why contracts for slaves and all this stuff, and then incorporate that into leadership. Then take the leadership and then be like, hey, this is the reason why I need to become, and I had a spiritual revelation by God, and like I said, it doesn't. None of it sounds crazy when he puts it all together at the end. I feel in certain aspects, but then there's a lot of parts of it where it's just like Kanye gives you that blank Kanye stare, like it's just so it's so creepy and eerie. Honestly, that's probably the worst thing he got going against him for his presidential campaign. That the Kanye stare, that oh my gosh, like it's the ill mean mug. And it's like when you see it, and it's like, and Joe was trying to like really compartmentalize with him and get a full understanding of how he works and why is he doing what he does and why he thinks the way he thinks, and and then he just starts going, then he starts talking about other stuff, and then he's just like, he'll ask him one question about the medication and why is he on the medication, then he'll just start answering one question, then maybe touch on that a little bit, then he's ending up into shoes. Like, granted, I know it's an open conversation platform, but I've seen a lot of Joe Rogan episodes. This one just felt like it was really off the rails. It felt like if anyone who watches Joe Rogan really could, if like, you got to drop it in the comments. Let me know if I'm going crazy. It felt like this was like 90% Kanye talking, 10% Joe talking. And I understand this was more of a listening thing, and I think Joe had him there to play that position, to do more of a listening thing, not to make it be more of a back and forth open conversation, but more of a platform for you to just air out your grievances. And I think that's what Kanye came and did, and he did it well. But when you really like you see it, it's like it's not a regular Joe Rogan interview. You get what I'm saying? If you've seen Joe Rogan, I've been watching Joe Rogan for over the course of the past few years. I'm not one of the full long-time elite fans. I've got on them late. But at the same time, from the interviews I've seen, or even the interviews that I went back to see in the back catalog, it's not even more so a format, but it's like an energy he has where it's like, I talk, you talk, I question what you just said, then you build on that, you expand on it, then he goes into more. It wasn't really like that with Kanye. It wasn't at all. And then not saying it was a bad thing, but it was an interesting thing. Yeah. Overall, a good interview, a good watch. I can't lie, it is a lengthy watch. And when I say lengthy, it gets to points where Kanye himself is just going so. It's like, all right, yeah, you're losing me. Like, say, like a person like me, like I smoke a blunt, and it's just like you just go and you consume the theory of it, and it's like entertainment for what you got going at the moment. It left me, bro. Like after like 30, 40 minutes, my brain was wandering. And I'm only saying that is because there was times where Kanye he's just going all over the place. It wasn't, and then Joe Rogan wasn't really pulling him back. He was just letting him go. So, give or take, you got to check it out. Interesting takeaway. But yeah, Kanye West, Joe Rogan. I'm not going to give it too much time, but it was a very interesting interview. You definitely got to check that out. Next up,